In the annals of Westeros, no dragon looms larger than Balerion the Black Dread. His wings could shadow entire towns, his fire could melt stone and steel. Balerion was more than just a beast, he was a force of nature. The Black Dread's name alone struck fear into the hearts of men. Kings trembled at the thought of him, armies scattered at his approach. Balerion was the dragon that forged the Seven Kingdoms into one realm. He saw the rise and fall of dynasties. He outlived his first rider and many that came after. The Black Dread was not just a mount, he was a symbol of Targaryen might. His presence shaped the destiny of an entire continent. Even in death, his shadow looms large over the Seven Kingdoms. Balerion's story begins on the island of Dragonstone. He was born in the volcanoes of Valyria. The exact date of his hatching is lost to time. But it was before the doom of Valyria. Balerion was already old when the Targaryens fled to Dragonstone. As a hatchling, Balerion was unremarkable. He was one of many dragons on Dragonstone, but he grew quickly, his appetite was insatiable. The young dragon devoured sheep by the dozens. He outgrew his clutchmates in a matter of years. The Targaryens recognized Balerion's potential early on. They named him after an ancient god of fire. Balerion's flames were hotter than any other dragon's. Even as a young dragon, he was formidable. Little did anyone know that this black dragon would one day change the face of Westeros forever. Balerion's true might was revealed during Aegon's conquest. Aegon Targaryen chose the Black Dread as his mount. Together, they set out to conquer the Seven Kingdoms. Balerion was the key to Aegon's success. No army could stand against the dragonfire. The Field of Fire was Balerion's most famous battle. He joined with two other dragons. Together they faced the combined armies of the Reach and the Rock. Balerion's flames turned the battlefield into an inferno. 4,000 men burned that day. The power of dragons was proven beyond doubt. Balerion's role in the conquest was not limited to battle. His very presence was a deterrent. Many lords surrendered at the sight of him. They knew their castles could not withstand dragonfire. Balerion became a symbol of Targaryen supremacy. The Black Dread had helped create a new era in Westeros. For over a century, Balerion dominated the skies of Westeros. He was the undisputed king of dragons. No other dragon dared challenge him. Balerion's size and strength only grew with time. He became a living legend. Stories of his deeds spread far and wide. Balerion's presence shaped Westerosi politics. The threat of dragonfire kept many lords in line. Few dared to rebel against the Iron Throne. Those who did faced swift retribution. Balerion's flames could reduce castles to ash. His wings could carry Targaryen forces across vast distances. The Black Dread was more than just a weapon of war. He was a symbol of Targaryen power. His mere existence deterred foreign invasions. No fleet dared approach Westeros while Balerion lived. The Seven Kingdoms prospered under his shadow. Even as he aged, Balerion's might did not diminish. Balerion's size was his most striking feature. He was impossibly large. His wings could blot out the sun. When fully grown, he could swallow aurochs whole. His teeth were as long as swords. Balerion's sheer scale was beyond comprehension. He dwarfed all other dragons. The Black Dread's coloration was equally impressive. His scales were pitch black. They absorbed light like a void. His eyes glowed red in the dark. Balerion's appearance was as terrifying as his size. He was a creature of nightmare-made flesh. Balerion's fire was legendary. It burned hotter than any other dragon's. His flames could melt stone and steel alike. Entire castles fell to his inferno. The Black Dread's fire was said to burn black. Balerion's role in warfare was unparalleled. He turned the tide of many battles. The Field of Fire was his most famous engagement, but it was far from his only triumph. Balerion's flames brought low many proud castles. His wings carried Targaryen forces to swift victory. One notable conquest was Harrenhal. The greatest castle in Westeros fell to Balerion's flames. Its stone towers melted like candles. The Black Dread proved that no fortress was impregnable. Dragonfire could overcome any defense. Harrenhal stands as a testament to Balerion's power. Balerion also played a crucial role in subduing Dorne. The southernmost kingdom resisted Targaryen rule, but even they could not withstand the Black Dread. Balerion's flames scorched their deserts. Eventually they too bent the knee. Aegon the Conqueror was Balerion's most famous rider, but he was not the only one. Over his long life, the Black Dread bore several Targaryens. Each rider left their mark on history. Balerion's power amplified their own. Together, dragon and rider shaped the fate of Westeros. After Aegon, Maegor the Cruel claimed Balerion. Maegor used the Black Dread to cement his rule. Balerion's flames brought death to Maegor's enemies. The dragon's power matched his rider's cruelty. It was a dark time for the Seven Kingdoms. Balerion became a symbol of tyranny. Princess Arya was Balerion's next rider. Her time with the Black Dread is shrouded in mystery. They disappeared for over a year. When they returned, both were changed. Arya was deathly ill. Balerion bore new scars. The truth of their journey remains unknown. Even the mightiest of creatures must face the ravages of time. Balerion was no exception. In his later years, the Black Dread began to slow. His flights became shorter. His flames, while still potent, lost some of their intensity. Age had finally caught up with the great dragon. Balerion's twilight years were spent in King's Landing. He rested in the dragon pit. The once mighty beast could no longer take to the skies. His roars, once deafening, became softer. But even in decline, Balerion commanded respect. He remained the largest of all living dragons. The exact date of Balerion's death is recorded in Maester's Chronicles. He passed during the reign of Jaehaerys I. The Black Dread was around 200 years old. It was a peaceful end for a creature that had brought so much fire and blood. Balerion's impact on Westeros cannot be overstated. He was the dragon that forged a kingdom. The Black Dread's legacy lives on long after his death. His skull still adorns the Red Keep. It serves as a reminder of Targaryen power and of the age of dragons that once was. The tales of Balerion inspire awe even centuries later. Bards sing songs of his might. Maesters study accounts of his deeds. The Black Dread has become more than just a historical figure. He is a legend, a symbol of power and the raw force of nature. Balerion's influence extends beyond mere stories. He set the standard for all dragons that followed. No other dragon ever matched the Black Dread, but all were measured against him. Balerion remains a testament to a time when dragons ruled the skies, and when the world trembled at the beat of their wings.